What's going on, everybody? It's Crypto Vision here, back again with another crypto market update. Today's video, we're going to be checking out some of the different types of charts. We're going to be doing Bitcoin dominance, stablecoin dominance. We're looking at the others chart, total 3, getting the overall picture, right? Got to analyze a bunch of different charts to see where we're headed. So if you like today's video, please hit that like button, subscribe for more. Leave a comment where you're tuning in from. I really appreciate it. So we got Bitcoin dominance here on the weekly. Okay, Bitcoin dominance on the weekly. We have been, banging the drum about, us finishing up this correction, right? This correction that we've kind of been in, right? Kind of in a 1, 2, 3, kind of in like your A, B, C correction. Okay, then we're looking for the fifth wave, right? We're looking for a fifth wave. Okay, so this actually, if we flip this over just like this, right? Just like that. Okay, this actually looks very good, right? This looks very good. You've come up, right? Oscillated down, shot up, okay? Hit down once, hit down twice, right? So what we're looking for is, a rejection now. Now we're looking for a rejection off of this. So wherever this finishes out, this is on the weekly chart, by the way. This is on the weekly chart. So, I mean, it could be this week, just with the candle looking like this. I don't think it's going to be this week. I just don't. I think next week, right, when you start bullish for Bitcoin dominance, but it'd be to the upside or whatever, to the downside, and then you go, right, and then you go. I think next week's going to be a big week, just with how this is aligned, and with how stablecoin dominance is aligned, and a couple other charts are aligned, right. We have this on the weekly, right? If we were looking at this on the weekly, and we were looking at the 20-week EMA attempting to cross above the 50-week EMA, right? When's the last time that happened? Well, let's go check it out, right? Let's go check it out. Something like this right here. Something like this happened, right? The last time that this crossed, it crossed above both. So, I mean, that's kind of a... is there one where it just crossed above just the 50? Just the 50. I mean, 2016 it did. 2016 it did, but nothing where it only crossed the 50, because this crossed the 100. So, you're kind of like, I don't want to take, it's not apples to apples. That's red apple to green apple. It's close, but it's not. It's not the full thing, just because it also did that. I mean, right up through here, that happened right here, and look what we did. Right before we crossed the 100, this is what we did right here. We crossed right here. We ran down. Right. I mean, even to right here. Okay, let's look at that percentage. What type of percentage correction? Like this week right here to this week right here. So this week low went down 6%. 6%. Okay, let's see where we would go down at 6%. All right, let's go. Let's see, 4, 5, 6. Right below that 200. All right, so this price would then drop below your 200. Okay, so right, you're looking like this. Your price would fall down below your 2, and then you have the possibility of rejecting the 2 and then coming down. Okay, I mean, that's kind of the last time I did that. The last time I did that, we did have a big move, and the way this is postured, it looks ready to go. It looks ready to go. The RSI, right? The RSI is clinging on by a thread, right? We did cross the moving average, but it's not. It's starting to, when you see the RSI and moving average in the same direction, that's the direction it wants to go, right? So expect, a sharp decline, something like this, from the actual RSI. Okay, that's what I would expect. Where are we? It's something like this right here. See how it's angled down, and this actually was probably up through here, and it'll still angle down. Something like this. You're coming down, you're coming down, you're coming down, right? You're kind of like in this section right here, where you kind of just are floating around it, and it's a sharp decline, So we're looking for a sharp decline on this, right, to get back under. That would be very nice. The daily, I mean, you got a red dot on the daily, but you still got a bunch of momentum on the Fu Manchu. RSI, I mean, you're bouncing right off the sell side wall. So that's why maybe finishing up this week a little bit bullish for for Bitcoin dominance. This is beginning to look bearish, right? This is beginning to look bearish. I'm gonna do that right there. Pardon me. And you know, something along the lines of, I can even get rid of this one. This one fell through. All right, so we can start tracking this. Let's get up to right there, something like that. But boom, something where I want to get this right there. This looks like, there we go. This rejection, come back down. Perfect. Something just like that. All right, something just like that on the daily. Okay, so we got the daily, got the daily up on here. So yeah, so you're at the bottom range of it. Typically with these, right, you're gonna kind of slowly work your way up and then come down. That's what we want to see. That's what we want to see. You are below this 59.25. Right, we have these levels. So technically, since you are below, we're targeting 58.69. That's the target. It's one of these two. Okay, so that would be the target. But you are like on the daily, you're still above your 20 and your 50-day EMA. So you still have support to the downside. But overall, right, this channel does look bearish. Right, this channel looks bearish. We're waiting to fall. Can I give an example? Yeah, something like this. Just kind of going up sideways, came up, rejected, boom, right? Going sideways, all right, sideways, come down, come up, reject, boom, something like that. So that's what I got for Bitcoin dominance. Let me make sure these are on the daily. Yeah, I don't need this on the monthly, the hourly. No. And there we go. Okay. Bitcoin's 123. Let me go take a look at Bitcoin, where we're at. Where are we at? We broke out of this channel. We were tracking this channel. We broke out. Got above that 786, 886. This candle looks actually fairly good. I can actually, because we did reach up to that 2272. Not quite yet up to that 2618. I know it's a sidetrack. Just piece of candy. Piece of candy. 117. We did clear above that 117. All right, stay above this. Matter of fact, I can even. I do want to. I'd rather actually take this. Where is this at? I'd rather update moves to the downside and then move this up like this. Yeah, we got to keep moving these around. Got to keep moving them. Moving and grooving. Okay, we're above that 618. We're above the boom. Where did I put that red? Do I have another red? Nope. One more red. That 618's fine. Look at that, right? Lined up right there. You could come down to that 117 mark still. You could still, right? Overall, this does, right? If for us to think bullish, we got to get above that 382. Right? In all reality, this could be your A, B, C, something like that. That's what it could be. It's kind of what it's shaping up to be. So we'll see. Bitcoin, it's just being tricky. being tricky. I mean, if I'm being honest, that's what it's being. It's being tricky. So, I mean, you got red dot on the daily, barely got overbought, but you did get overbought. What about the weekly? Got a green dot on the weekly with momentum. All right, you still got room to the upside, right? These are the targets I've had up for a long time, right? Very long time. And how we interact with that. And, we're getting close to the top for Bitcoin, I think. Maybe you come up to here, maybe 150, somewhere up there, by November, end of the year, and then down, 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 something like that. That's what I'm thinking. Right? I'm not buying a whole super cycle and this and that and this and that. I'm good. I'm not going to be a bag rider all the way down. That's not going to happen. Not on this channel. So you are right in the 20, right? You're right in the 20, right? And so that's very beautiful. This 50 is like almost identical to this trend line. I mean, it almost blends in. So that's nice. Bitcoin looks good. Sorry about that little detour, right? So if we're thinking that Bitcoin could, possibly be an ABC correction, right? We could be looking at, let's go into the daily. I mean, you came up, you have got your A, right? You got to come up for a B, and then C, and then you go. Maybe stablecoin dominance is trying to do something wacky. Right now, I mean, it looks bearish, but with this impulse and then this, that's not what you want. You don't want impulses. You don't want impulses on this chart. Impulses on this chart lead to this right here, and then you go. Impulses on this chart. I mean, look, and then you freaking went up, right? You went up for a while. You want like small little candles like this. That's what you want. You want stuff like that, not impulses. That was still scary, right? You're like, okay, here we go. Impulse, right? You flagged out, then you went. I mean, it's impulse, flag out, go. I mean, it's rinse and repeat. Impulse, flag out, go. Impulse, flag out, go. I mean, you can't have an impulse on this chart. So the fact that we had an impulse on this chart, my bias is leaning bullish on this chart, which is bearish for crypto. I mean, that's just the truth of the matter. We're getting consolidated. We're getting close. The last couple times we were consolidated and close, we've been bearish. We kind of got bullish right through here because we got close down through here. It's just you typically get a move, and look at these things are close. 3 EMAs within percentages points of each other, right? I mean, the 20's at 6.23, the 100's at 6.29, so pretty close together. It would be nice to come up and freaking reject this tomorrow and then come down and then just be done with it. Close, have a body candle close down below here. I mean, we got to get below this area. You've used it so many times. Used it. I mean, so many times. Resistance, support, resist. I mean, just this whole area, we got to close below it. And then stay below it. With it being such a high interest, that this is my prediction is, you come up, you reject, you're going to try to come up again. And then that's the point right there. That's the point. We're like, oh, okay, here we go. And that should align with a rejection off of the weekly RSI, right? So just in case you don't watch the XLM videos, this is why I've been hesitant to call for higher prices. We were thinking right here, like right here. I was thinking, okay, all right, close down below here and then go, but we did not. We bounced, and so we were thinking, okay, we're in a consolidation phase. We're in different phases of crypto, but it was like we were in a fourth wave consolidation before that last fifth wave move up. And then, we had this fifth wave you know, it's just it's inversely related, right? So as Bitcoin went from like 113 down up to 120 something, right? And a lot of other cryptos actually made a nice move. And then now we're bouncing once again, right? We're bouncing once again. And so we're essentially doing the same thing, right? We're essentially doing the same thing as something, you know, over here. It kind of looks like over here a little bit. Like, you know, you've come down, you came down, you worked your way up, right? You kind of floated down below. I mean, we didn't really even get down below, but you got back up, down below again, back up, down on it, then back up, and then this last one you slam down, right? And so that's kind of what I think we're doing. We're right around the same range, right? We're right around the same range. I mean, we're at essentially, I mean, it came down to 38, came down to 35, right? Came up to 54, came up to 51, right? So same concept, right? And you had, I mean, you're in the same range. I mean, look at that. You had a red dot right there, and then let me get some price action up there so you can see it. Sorry about that. Where were we? Red dot, right? Red dot. But look what we did, and this is on the weekly chart, right? This is on the weekly chart. You had a red dot, and then you kind of came back up, right? And then you came down. And so, all right, what are we going to do? We're going to come back up once again and then go, because we needed to build that momentum to get up, right? We needed to build that momentum to get up, then slam down. So the fact that we bounced makes me believe that we want to come back up and then come back down. Right. I mean, that's what it looks like. It's just what stablecoin dominance. That's what it looks like. I mean, crypto, yeah, it looks like it wants to move, but stablecoin dominance doesn't look ready yet. So, you know, we'll be monitoring this. We'll see how this interacts with this RSI. Right, you got a red dot on the weekly. Hasn't really meant a lot. Right, this monthly. I mean, look at the monthly though. The monthly is you're tanking down below. Right, let's hopefully, you know, let's put this on here. We bounced last time we were there, so let's get below. Let's get below that. Right, this was in July. I mean, through October you broke down and you just tanked. Right, we broke down. We haven't really tanked. We haven't done anything. We just kind of been sitting around. But I mean, the macro looks bearish. Overall, it looks bullish. Right, you're oscillating down. So it does eventually look bullish, but it really looks like you want to come down to here. This 5% and then go. All right, 5% then go. I mean, this 20 monthly. This is on monthly candle, so 20 monthly candles has this moving. I mean, it looks like it wants to cross down below. You've never had it cross below. So there's that for that. Yeah, so we'll move on to one more chart. We'll do the others chart because a lot of the crypto we cover on this channel belongs to the others. I think Chainlink and XRP are the only two that don't belong to the others chart. I mean, others chart, right? You're still below this 382. You've come up in a nice move. I mean, it looks identical to XLM, if I'm being real, right? You have like this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now you've come down, up. All right, so you got 5 waves up. So you got a 1. All right, and then you got like an A, B, and it looks like you're gonna get a C, something like that, and then you can go back up. That's what it looks like. It looks like that. We're on the daily. The daily, you have a red dot, but you're bouncing on the RSI. A lot of smoke and mirrors right now, if you haven't been able to tell yet, right? A lot of smoke and mirrors, a lot of difficulty when tracking the markets. And yeah, so it is being difficult right now, right? I mean, this doesn't look good. Crossing down below the 3-day RSI, but you have a green dot right here with momentum. You're about to cross the stochastic, but you're red, right? You're red. It's an ugly 3-day candle. Let's get a bigger picture. The weekly, you're green. Green dot on the weekly, right? So you see how it's looking ugly, and this is starting to look bearish, right? This is starting to look bearish. Right? You come up and then reject. That's what it looks like. If you can't get out of here, that's what I'm saying. Is like market makers need to make up their mind whether or not they're going to send this market or not. It looks like something like this, and then they finally sent it. It really does. It looks like this. Let me take a bars pattern, and then I'll just let me take it from like right there to there, and I'll just enlarge it. I'll enlarge it. It's on the weekly. Okay, it's on the weekly. That's probably too big. Something like that. I mean, tell me not. Does that not look kind of like what we're freaking doing right now? I mean, that kind of looks like what we're doing. You ran up a little bit, you came down, and now you're just, you're just squiggling up. Squiggling up. That's kind of what we're doing right now, right? And then you just, out of nowhere, right? Out of nowhere, you just freaking took off and went up for multiple weeks in a row. This was kind of a consolidation. All right, went up 110%, but that was multiple weeks in a row. I mean, look at that, like 3 weeks of consolidation. That's kind of what it looks like right now. You're kind of just going sideways but up, and unless you make a move, it's not the greatest look. You're sitting right below this area of resistance I had marked out. Right, market makers are making it tough. They're making it tough for sure, but macro looks, I mean, it still looks intact. You're still above all your EMAs. You're still above your moving average on your RSI. You have a green dot on the Fu Manchu. You're cooling off on your stochastic, right? Your stochastic's not even, I mean, your stochastic's at 75. Where were we in December? We were up at the 100 for 1, 2, 3 weeks in a row. We were at 100, right? Kind of looking like came up, right? Came up, then cooled off, and then you got up to that 100 level. So yeah, so right now it's just not a lot of confirmation, right? Not a lot of confirmation. That makes it look like a lot better. All right, something like that. Up, down, sideways, and up. That's what it looks like to me. All right, correct me if I'm wrong. I could be wrong. Correct me in the comments. I don't know. So, and this chart is essential for us. So, yeah, so overall, that's what I got for today. If you like today's video, please hit that like button. Please subscribe, leave a comment, what you think the market is doing. I like to read them. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. I got a couple of busy days coming up, so I'll try to make a video either tonight or maybe tomorrow. We'll see. So until then, please take care. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate your time. Have a great rest of your day. Take it easy. Peace.